Hello YouTube, Lyricise17 here, but you can just call me Travis, and welcome back to another collection update. Just a little note before we start talking about the pickups. If you haven't seen it yet, I have my 100 subscribers giveaway going on, so check out, I'll leave a link to the video below. So yeah, definitely get on that so you can get some free stuff. And yes, please let me know which prize group you would like to win, because both prize groups are going out, so there's going to be 2 winners. So please let me know before the contest ends which one you want. Alright, let's jump in. I got some CDs to show you. In the background, we were listening to, I showed this off last week or a couple weeks ago, the new one from Stereo Nasty, Twisting the Blade, some cool heavy metal from Ireland. Alright. First up, this one came out, I don't know, I think this maybe came out a few weeks ago, a month ago, actually don't even know, but I kept on hearing about it, and I like their, I'll show it, this is Evil Invaders, Feed Me Violence, speed metal out of Belgium. Belgium, I feel like, is a country that is quickly becoming overrun with awesome bands, but yeah, Evil Invaders. I liked their other one that came out, I don't know, maybe like 2014 or 15, was the album called Foud, Last and Rude? That was the name of a song, I think, maybe. Anyway, I thought that one was okay, but I wasn't like super in love with it or anything. I downloaded it a few times. Never picked it up or anything. So when this one came out, I was kind of like, oh, I'll listen to it, but I never really got around to it. But I kept on hearing good things, and then actually what put me over the top was what's her name, Sara something Ham, who does reviews at Banger. She did a review of this album, and she said the word solo a million times, and so I was like, ooh, solos. So picked it up, and she was right. This album is really, I like this album much more than the other one they released. The riffs are really ripping. There is, like she said, tons of solos. If you're into solo and lead work and stuff like that, you're going to get plenty of it on this album. The vocals are, your traditional speed metal fare, but I think they're done pretty well. Nice high screeches, and actually there's some kind of waily, singy vocals going on too, which I really like. Not much going on in the liner notes here, just lyrics and info at the end there. Yeah, so if I'm forcing them into competition, I would probably pick Vulture's The Guillotine over this one, but this one's still really good, and if you like that album, definitely check out this one, because I pretty much guarantee that if you like The Guillotine, you will like this one as well. And if you liked Evil Invaders' first album, whatever it was called, I can't remember now, I think you'll like this one too, because in my opinion, like I said, probably get better. And yeah, I think it's pretty good. So yeah, Evil Invaders, Feed Me Violence. Next up, I picked up their 2015 album up on my Silver Platters Haul video that I did recently, and I was really impressed with the band, so I wanted to pick up their other one. This is Khemmis with Hunted. If you're not familiar with Khemmis, they are a doomy sludge style band. I think they're from Minnesota. Yeah, this band I just really like this band a lot. 20 bucks spin. Just super cool riffs. A lot of like kind of progressive meandering instrumental parts that I really like. I really dig the vocals going on here. It got some little more gruff style stuff, and then the clean vocals, which actually I think the better style of vocals on this for this band. I really like the clean vocals a lot. I think they sound really awesome with the music being played. So yeah, I wish I would have followed the hype years ago when I think it was when this album came out last year. People were pumping up this band a lot, and ignored the hype, and I shouldn't have. It's a pretty good release. I think I almost wanted to say that I didn't like this one as much as Absolution, except Beyond the Door and Hunted, the last 2 tracks on here, are so good that I think I actually maybe like this one a little more than Absolution, but they're pretty close for me. Yeah, so Khemmis, Hunted, if you're into Doomy Sludge, check this band out. And also, if you're into Doomy Sludge, recommend me some stuff like this, because sludgy stuff's, you know, one of my weaker genres, and I don't really know what I should be listening to, so recommend me some stuff. Next up, this is a band I wasn't familiar with until I heard this album. This is, I'm gonna guess on the pronunciation, Alae Noctis, with their album Slasher. I sort of came across this album maybe like a month ago. I can't remember who played this. It was either New Wave of Traditional Heavy Metal full albums, or maybe that New Wave of Thrash channel. Or it was one of those, I'm pretty sure. But I listened to this, and I don't know, there's sort of a... It's not good, like, I don't want to say not good, like, it's sort of like, I'm not sure, I think part of it is because this is like a synthwave band that kind of mixes in some, I would say, traditional heavy metal elements with it. This album, it sounds like, is much more metal-y than any of their other releases, as they even note on the back that, what's this? Keeping with the band's characteristic retro style, Slasher shows a more modern rock sound, with synthesizers a little more prominent than in previous works. But yeah, as the title and image probably dictates, this sort of is a nod to 70s and 80s slashers. I particularly like the fact that the guy has the Jason Voorhees mask, or hockey mask, whatever, and the Freddy Krueger fingered glove. Thought that was fun. I also love the T-Bird or whatever, Corvette or whatever car this happens to be. I thought that was a nice touch for the image. But yeah, I mean, this, I don't know, there's something about this that is, I feel like the songs aren't that great, but I kept on coming back to it. They kept on, like, being stuck in my head after I listened to them. And so I almost bought this album, like, 3 or 4 times, and, like, it was like, it's not that good, and I put it back, you know, I put it back in the digital shelf or whatever. But, I kept on having songs be stuck in my head, and so eventually I was just like, you know what, if it's getting stuck in my head this much, I need to pick it up. And yeah, having listened to it several times after picking it up, I still kind of feel the same, it's nothing that's super, novel in terms of great music, but there's something about some of these songs, Murder One in particular, they just get stuck in my head. Even the last song, Slasher, which heavily rips off of Ace of Spades, is enjoyable. In fact, there's another, I can't remember off the top of my head, but there's another song that same song, Slasher, also sort of rips off. But I don't know, if you're into synthwave and you like heavy metal too, maybe check this out. It might be worth your time. Regardless, it's kind of fun. It's a Storm Spell release. These guys are out of Spain. I'll leave a link like I always do. But yeah, kind of a cool little release. Definitely Murder One is the catchiest song probably. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where I sort of can't explain why I like it, other than the fact that it stays with me. So yeah, Alae Noctis, Slasher. Alright, final one. And this is kind of a different thing I'm showing. This is an album, a debut EP from Sara Morris. Just Something to Believe. This is an album release. This is the only Kickstarter campaign I've ever been involved with. Someone, a friend of mine, someone who he went to university with. He shared something on Facebook that essentially was a Kickstarter to his sister. That's who this is. To her, wanting to put out some music, and I was like, I'm down with supporting people putting out music. So I went on to Kickstarter and I selected the I think I donated $25, whatever the one that I would make sure I got a CD. And yeah, so that was like last summer, I think, 2016. And I just got this in the mail this week. And I don't know, it's kind of like poppy singer-songwriter, adult contemporary style stuff. So it's not I'm not into this really at all. I listened to the first 3 songs, and yeah, it's not for me. And that's not really, I didn't really buy this to really enjoy it. It was more of a, it's cool to support. And, yeah. She signed it to Travis. So yeah, I don't know, I'll leave a link. Maybe, if this sounds like maybe something you're into, give it a shot. One of the additional things that came with, like a little thank you card, a little note. But yeah, so Sarah Morris, just something to believe. If you're into, you know, pop singer-songwriter, adult contemporary, if that sounds interesting, there'll be a link. Check it out. Alright, that is it for this week. Like I said, check out my 100 subscribers giveaway video if you have not already, because I'm just giving away stuff. Just come get it. Otherwise, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. If you are familiar with any of these releases, please let me know what you think of them. If you have anything else you would like to say to me, I'm always open to anything, so please let me know about that as well. Otherwise, have a good day.